Hello everyone. From today onwards, we'll be starting with AM transmitters. Alternatively, you can call them AM generators or AM modulators. So, our first modulator we are going to discuss in this lecture is DSB-FC modulator. This type of AM can be generated by two methods, that is square law modulators and switching modulators. So, let us start our discussion with square law modulators. So as you can see in this diagram, this is the block diagram of square law modulators. Here you can see is the message signal, or you can say the modulating signal. This one is the carrier, high frequency carrier we can say. And here we are getting some voltage. This voltage we can call it as sum of this signal plus this signal. So input of square law device will be addition of two voltages, message signal and carrier signal. Square law devices are generally some semiconductor device it can be. Okay, mostly we use diode. So after processing through these diodes or square law devices, we get a voltage V2. That is nothing but the DSB FC waveform. Let us understand this with the help of a circuit diagram. In this circuit, this is the input side and that's your output side. So here we have modulating signal VM and this is high frequency carrier wave. These two voltages are being added at this place and then that addition of voltages is subjected to this diode. Now we know that for linear relationship between current and voltage we can write I equals to B into V. B here is actually the conductance, but this equation will not hold for square law devices. Square law devices means all the semiconductor devices are square law in nature. So if I have to represent current across square law devices, it will be generally I equals A plus some BV plus their higher powers CV square plus DV cube plus more higher powers. Alternatively, you can say that for nonlinear devices, the current becomes proportional to voltage, obviously, and their higher powers like squares, cube of voltages, then v to the power 4 and v to the power 5, and it will go on like this. And we must know that this square term is large enough to be taken into consideration. So for the ease of calculation, we'll consider only this part of the equation and will neglect all the higher powers. So before moving further, let us get familiar with this equation again. I is the current of this circuit. A is the DC component, where B is conductance and V, the voltage, a modulated voltage, or you can say the sum of these two voltages. And C is the non-linearity coefficient. Mathematically, this V can be written as Vm plus Vc. Now Vm is the modulating signal, or we can write it like capital Vm sine of omega mt. Likewise, Vc can be written as capital Vc sine of omega ct. So let us first substitute this value in this place and in this place. So our new equation for current becomes I equals A plus B. In place of V, I'll write Vm plus Vc plus C, and in place of V square, I'm again writing Vm plus Vc whole square. Now let us rewrite the equation. A plus B Vm plus Vc, bracket C, and I'll expand this one, A plus B whole square. So this becomes Vm square plus Vc square plus twice of Vm Vc. Now let us substitute these two values in this equation, so that your equation becomes I equals A plus B. In place of Vm, I'll write Vm sine omega mt plus in place of Vc, we'll write Vc sine of omega ct plus C multiply Vm square sine square omega mt plus Vc square sine square omega ct plus twice of Vm Vc sine omega mt multiply sine of omega ct. Now we will simplify the equation using these trigonometric identities. If you notice this thing, this is of the form sine square a. So this can be written as half of 1 minus cos twice of a. Likewise, here it is sine a multiply sine b. So this can be written as 1 by 2 cos of a minus b minus cos a plus b. So after substitution, the equation of current becomes a plus b. This will remain as it is, plus c. In place of sine square that thing omega mt, I'll write 1 minus 1 by 2 1 minus cos of 2 omega mt, right? Likewise for cos function we have written, and this thing we have expanded using sine a multiply sine b identity, considering omega c as a. After rearranging the equation, we get this current. The DC values are taken to one side and all the brackets in here are expanded. After expansion, we get some different values. If we notice this equation, we'll observe that there is some DC component value, you can see, right? Likewise, we have message signal. This is Vm sine omega t. Likewise, carrier signal is there, and this value and this value, they are the harmonics of message and carrier signal. This is the harmonic of carrier signal, you can see twice of omega ct. Likewise, this is the harmonic of message signal, twice of omega mt. Then you'll observe lower sideband value. Likewise, you'll observe upper sideband value. Now lots of different components you'll observe. So to get the requisite AM components, since this is a DSB-FC system, so requisite components are double sideband, means lower sideband, upper sideband, and one full carrier. Rest all the things, all the components need to be eliminated. So these components can be selected by using a tuning circuit that resonates at carrier frequency with bandwidth equal to twice the message signal. We have already discussed that, right? It will tune to this frequency fc or omega c, you can say, and it will have a bandwidth of twice of fm or twice of omega m, you can say. This band will range from fc minus fm to fc plus fm. So I'll use a tuning circuit, or you can say the filter, which allows this band of frequency only to pass through. Rest every frequency or every component is attenuated. After tuning or filtering, the current component will have only these three components. One is carrier and two sidebands, lower sideband LSB and upper sideband, you can see. Now to calculate voltage, the modulated voltage, I'll multiply this current simply by R, so that the modulated voltage or DSB FC voltage will become equal to Vc sine omega ct. Actually this B is the conductance, or you can say it is reciprocal of resistance, so this will cancel out with resistance, and plus this thing, we have multiplied R in here. Likewise here also we have multiplied with R. So this is the final equation for voltage of DSB FCAM that we have generated using square law modulator or square law device. We'll continue in next lecture with switching modulators. Till then, thank you and have a nice day.